Alright, so happy $22 trillion debt day, I guess. We did it, we made it. But this video really isn't about the debt. It's certainly a horrible problem that I have no reason to believe that we'll ever get out of, especially if interest rates ever rise, even by a minuscule amount. We'd be done for. But this video is more about media bias, specifically when it comes to CNN and their articles and tweets about the national debt. So all of these articles I'm scrolling through are either from yesterday or today, and they are all about how worried they are about the national debt. Okay, that's totally fair, but unfortunately, this just goes to show how unbelievably biased they are. So let's take a look at this. The last tweet that CNN made about the national debt was in October of 2008, in which they said the national debt clock draws worried glances. This is right after it hit $10 trillion under Bush, and that's a totally fair issue to point out. Bush was terrible with the debt. But the very next tweet that CNN put out about the national debt was in October of 2017, 9 years after their last one. Coincidentally, those 9 years contained every year that Obama was in office, where our national debt skyrocketed. That's why I said this video is less about the debt and more about the obscene and all too obvious media bias. A good way to look at it is this. In 2008, CNN tweeted twice about the national debt. We had just hit $10 trillion, so that's totally fair to point that out. And say, what the hell, Republicans, aren't you supposed to be the fiscally conservative ones? And that's fair, and I have no issue with that. But in 2009, we almost hit $12 trillion, which is a pretty big percentage increase in the rate at which we're accruing the debt. And what do we hear from CNN? We hear nothing. We hear crickets. Then from 2010 to 2016, we hit plenty of milestones for the national debt that I think would have been newsworthy. We hit $15 trillion, we hit $18 trillion, and near the end of Obama's time in office, we're right under $20 trillion, and all the while CNN is mute on the subject. Then, just when Trump takes office, all of a sudden CNN starts pumping out articles about how we need to worry about the national debt. And again, that's fine. We do need to worry, but where the hell was CNN during the 8 years of Obama's presidency, where we accrued $10 more trillion? And not only that, as I said, the rate at which we were accruing that debt was going up quite significantly as well. It was a dam that broke, and they completely ignored it. And we all know why they ignored it. It had nothing to do with economic fears. It had to do with political favors. Let's not mention this because we don't want to hurt our guy's image. Exactly how far away from CNN's chest do they need to hold their cards for the US population to recognize what CNN is doing and what kind of hand they're playing with? I cannot figure out for the life of me how anyone takes them seriously in any sense. And it's all illustrated perfectly in this little tweet you're looking at. 2008, they had 2 tweets, and we were just above $10 trillion. 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 0 tweets. Nothing said. Then 2017 hits, all of a sudden it's a big issue again. I wonder how this works. But that's it for now. Again, I apologize. My voice is about 2 octaves lower than it usually is because I'm sick as hell again. So please like and subscribe and all that cool stuff, and so long.